me get it even here. There we go. And you can see that we're running. No problems. And let me feel this. I can feel it. This one is turning. The middle one is turning. So, thankfully, that's not too tight like I thought it was. So let me grab the phone. And I'll show you all this beautiful work. You can see the engines are moving. We're moving there. Same thing over there. I will turn this around here in a minute, but when you pick up your engine, you want to be careful that you don't tilt it forward, because if you tilt it forward, like I showed you before when I was, rotating it with my hand, these piston rods will catch the gangway if it tilts forward. So do not tilt your engine forward when you pick this thing up. So we're going to let that run for 30 seconds in the ahead position. And I'm going to slowly rotate this around to where you can see it. So let me set you here. I'm going to pick this thing up and do my best not to tilt it like I told you not to do. I'm going to turn it this direction. Alright, now I'm going to pick you back up. And you can see here we are from the front. You can see there our engines are running. So we're doing good in the head position. We let it run for 30 seconds. I'll get you back here so you can see this. Here's all three turning. And now I'm going to put it in the astern position, which is going to make it go backwards. So first of all, click and get off, and in the astern position. And now we are going in astern. And then when I get you back here, you can see only two's turning. So we are turning. I'm going to set you down here a minute, and I'm going to get this thing turned around the other direction. Pick you back up. Now we're on this side of the engine. You can see there we are working. So very, very excited. This is a success run. The engines are running. There's nothing sticking. There's no clicking, no banging noises. They are running absolutely fine. So we are good. I'll put it back into the head position. Now we're going back forward again. But yeah, you can see here, this is a successful run. I'm very happy with this. The engines are turning. No problems with them. No sticking like I've seen other YouTubers have. So I am very, very happy with this. And you can see, you know for a fact, my thrust blocks were not glued together. They're just stuck together. Those two pieces are just holding them in place. My thrust blocks are not glued together, and they're holding together fine. So yeah, this is a success. I still don't have the next shipment in the mail yet. It hasn't came yet. I'm still waiting on it. So hopefully there's no delays holding that up. But I can do the best of showing you what we'll be doing next week. Or not next week, my bad, sorry. Whenever it comes in the mail. But let me set you down here a minute. I'll turn you towards the engines. That way you can watch them while I read. Alright, I'm going to read the next part. When you are happy with it, when you are happy that it is working correctly, move the switch to the off position, unplug the USB cable, and disconnect the motor from the PCB. Use tweezers to avoid damaging the wires. Right. Then tighten the screws holding the gearbox in place. And then it talks right here about troubleshooting. Ensure screws holding the engines in place are fully tightened. Loosen the thrust blocks slightly if the engines are not working. Which on mine, my engines are fully tightened down to the floor, and my thrust blocks are fully tightened down to the floor. They're not loosened, and it's working. So that's a good thing. Completed work. The gearbox has been fitted, and the engines have been tested. Store the parts very carefully, as there are small, delicate parts on the engines and thrust blocks. That was their completed work. So I am very happy with this. My engines are working. There's no problems. I'll go back to the first of this book and I can show you that way of what's coming next time when we get it in the mail. So next time when we get it in the mail, we'll be doing that. We'll be putting the final remaining components onto the two engines, getting them fully finished up. And then I know in issue 40 we'll be getting the propellers. But that's all coming in my next shipment whenever it finally comes in the mail. But hopefully it'll be soon. But until then, until the next one, you all have a blessed one. And when I come back, we'll be going over some more figures. Not sure what we're going over yet, but we'll be going over some more. But until then, you all have a blessed one. Goodbye.